Hello and welcome. One of the most important things that you have to decide when opening a cafe is the size of your cups. But there are many different sizes. You have the small size, tall, grande, and venti in Starbucks terms. But another more important decision that you have to make is how many shots do you need to put in each of these cup sizes. Stick around until the end of this video clip and you'll learn a lot of things. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you here in this video tutorial, is a part of a few episodes in a series talking about the perfect shots for each of the cup sizes. So what I'm doing here is really experimenting, and whilst I'm doing it, you are watching me do it so that you can also learn. There are many different factors in determining what is the perfect shot for which cup sizes. It depends on the machine that you use, it depends on the coffee beans that you use, it depends on the grinder, it depends on the barista. So there are a lot of different factors, but here I'm going to narrow it down. So I'm going to start with black coffee or plain Americano, and then a series on that, and then a series on milky coffee for each of the different cup sizes. So today, the focus on this episode will be just making sure that we get the perfect shot for two cup sizes. That is the tall or 8 ounces cup and the different shots that we are going to pull. We're going to decide whether to use Espresso, Ristretto, or Lungo for this cup size. You might ask, why ever do we need to know about this? Well, if you are using 3 cup sizes, there has to be some difference. Starbucks uses 1 shot for tall, 2 shots or double shots for medium size, and also a double shot for a venti. There has to be some difference. So we're going to find out, and I'm going to give you suggestions on which one is best for your cup size. Today's video clip is focused on 8 ounces cup, and usually I would say single shot. But more often than not, the single basket is not used anymore. But for this purpose, I am going to show a single shot of espresso to be used for our 8 ounce cup. And we are going to pull 3 different shots. One is a Ristretto, second one is the espresso, and the Lungo. And the differences between these 3 different shots would be in terms of the ratio. So for Ristretto, we use a ratio of 1:1.5, and that's what I'm going to start with. For this, I am using Italian roast coffee beans, which is more on the dark roast, medium to dark. So I'm going to make sure I get a dose of 10 grams. So I'm using my scale here. So I'm going to use 10 grams for my dose, and then as always I use a distributor and then a leveler, and then we are going to temp. And we are going to pull a ratio of 1:1.5 within 25 to 29 seconds. So just to time, I'm going to use a scale here. I'm going to pull it into my shot glass here. I'm going to stop this at 15 grams, and I'm going to find out how many seconds it is. So it's now 21 seconds, and it is perfect. I'll stop here. 27 seconds for 15 grams, absolutely perfect. So this is my Ristretto shot. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to pull the next shot, which is using a ratio of 1:2, and that will be my espresso. In my description of espresso, it is 1:2. This is my second shot. This is 10 grams dose, and then I'm aiming for a yield of 1:2, which is 20 grams of espresso within 27 seconds. Because you are aiming for a very short shot, 20 grams within 27 seconds, it is normal for the flow to be really, really slow. If it's too fast, that means you're not going to get that target of within 27 seconds to 29 seconds. So now I am getting about 24, 25, 26, and it is 32 seconds for my 20 grams of espresso. To me, that's still perfect. So this is my second shot, espresso. Now this is my final shot, 10 grams dose. And this time I am going to aim for a yield of 30, which is a lungo, 1:3. Okay, this is the final shot. This is a lungo, 1:3, 30 grams of espresso. Okay, so I now have my 3 shots here, all 10 grams dose, and then I have my Ristretto, 1:1.5, 15 grams of espresso yield there. I always get confused with espresso, or because I have to call this all our espresso, but now it's more complicated than that. Short shot, Ristretto, and I have my 1:2, which is generally the espresso, 20 grams of espresso there, and this is the Lungo long shot, 1:3, 30 ml from 10 grams of coffee beans. So now we are going to taste test which of these shots will be perfect for our 8-ounce cup of hot Americano. So Jerome, these are all the same coffee beans. They're the nutty, chocolatey type, so this is dark roast. They're just different in the yield that we get. So we got Ristretto, espresso, and Lungo.
All right.
Tell us which one you prefer.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, have you got a verdict?
I have my answer.
Okay, your favorite, which one is it? Tell me.
My favorite one out of these 3 are...
2.
No. Okay. My favorite one out of these 3 is this one, the last one.
There you go. Well, whoa.
Is that the right answer?
Well, there's no right or wrong really. There's a lot of factors that are involved here, but what Jerome picked is the Lungo. That means 1:3. Can you tell us why?
I think that the taste of the coffee it's quite full-bodied compared to these other 2.
Yeah.
I feel like this one is quite mild.
You're right.
And this one is quite similar, and yeah.
Well, I suppose now I also have my favorite. I might differ from your findings actually. I do understand that the Lungo. I did this test before, and to be honest, the Lungo was still the best choice. If you can check out the video link above, it was actually the Lungo that was selected by my other guests. I find that the 1:2 ratio, it kind of like tasted a bit more sour for some reason, and the one which is the Ristretto, it's lacking something, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, it's not quite there.
Yeah,
not quite there. But the texture, they're all the same. There you go. I think if I am going to serve or decide on this cup size, I would say that I'd still probably go with the Lungo. Right, so I would recommend that you either use the 1:2 or 1:3 for this one, because they taste, as Jerome said, more full body and somehow more satisfying. Would you agree?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, verdict for the 8 ounces, and if you are going to offer this cup size, I would suggest those 2. Okay, but the only way to find out for yourself will be to give this a try. But really, I'm doing this, we're doing this, so you don't have to. So this concludes the first part of our series on determining the perfect shots for the perfect cup size. We'll see you again for more of these video tutorials. Stay tuned for the next episodes on this series. Thank you again for guesting and for helping me with the taste testing. Thank you for watching.
Ciao for now.